Okay, so I think we're going to move on to the next section. The always very welcome the tips and tricks. Gavin has a tip and trick to present. So Gavin, if you want to, as you're already sharing your screen.
Yeah, I'll keep it really quick and light. Just that was quite intense. But I just wanted to show you how you can really quickly control finish schemes in a project. A lot of people aren't aware of this tool called key scheduling. So if you go to schedules and quantities and you make a room schedule, but you give it a schedule key, let's just say I want to call this a finish scheme. This is going to create a new parameter that rooms will have on a key basis. And you can add a few fields for certain categories, and rooms support like all the base, ceiling, floor, and wall finishes. So this will create a special type of schedule. It's empty at first, but what you can do is just add data rows. And let's just say I want to have like scheme 1, scheme 2, scheme 3. And I can say like the base finish for this one is timber. I might just do like a couple of fields just to keep it light. I'll just focus on one of these. Actually, I won't do all of them. So we've got a plasterboard ceiling, a timber ceiling, and a metal ceiling. And I just create a couple of rooms. This is probably more so one for like interior designers. This will probably save them a bit of time. And I just make a room. So by default, none of those parameters are populated. Now I could go and manually populate them myself. What I can just do is use that key value I just created and set it to 1. And you can see that it locks in and just automatically populates those parameters for you. Now, the only problem is it locks down everything. So if you do want to just maybe do one, but not the other, then it doesn't work. But if you can standardize like your finish schemes to like a room name or something like that, this can be a really handy technique. I actually use it on this little residential project. I'll just show it like how far you can take it. So I have a key schedule here under rooms, keys. And I've essentially created like a finish scheme for every single type of room you would have in a residential project, and the likely finish that it would have as a result. And then pretty much every single room in the model is set to one of these schemes. So it's really easy to just control this in a schedule rather than manually type that information everywhere. So you can see that you literally just say, oh, now it's a porch. And I've locked the name into the key as well. So it's all just connected to the scheme. So yeah, that can be a little handy technique. And there's a lot of ways you can use this. Like you can do other things. Like I have things like, what's the orientation of the door? So you can delimit to just be east, north, south, west, or internal. So there's ways to lock data to a specific set if you do this as well. So this is just a key with like one set of values essentially. So that can be a little sort of Revit hack that sort of unlocks some ideas in the model. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much, Gavin.
No problem.
Straight from Sydney, a tip and trick straight to Manchester.